Welcome to the Writer Reads Flash Fiction from another 365 days of flash fiction. This is month 3, day 16, Alien Invasion 2. Joseph wanted the world. He'd seen it from the liner as it docked at the orbital and fallen in love with it straight away. How much? He demanded from its representatives, but they'd shaken their heads. Our home is not for sale, they told him. It is the only one we've got. But I want to own it, Joseph protested, but they'd stood firm. No. And he'd thrown a fit, storming from the room like the spoilt brat he was, and then calling in the fleet. What he could not buy, he took. The planet's inhabitants came for him in the night, moving invisibly through the orbital's metal corridors and into his luxury suite. They'd floated him out in a laundry hamper, undisturbed by the guards. Cleaners, in every sense of the word. The fleet continued its attack, even after they discovered he was missing, following the course filed by the ship that had left late that night. It was a freighter, but where else could the boy be? It wasn't like he could go dirtside with a war raging. Is this what you want? The aliens asked, showing Joseph the aftermath of his devastation. Is this what you desired when you first saw our world? I don't care, the boy told them. I just want to win. And when you do, you'll leave this world behind and go looking for another, as you've done with the last few worlds that told you no. They're mine now, the boy answered with some satisfaction. And nothing like they were when you first saw them. He shrugged, trying to shake the memories of those planets from his head. They call you the destroyer of worlds, the aliens informed him, and we will not let you take another. As if you could stop me, he sneered, and was not comforted when one smiled. Above them, the first of his shock troops collapsed to the deck, and the medics came running. Hours later, not a single trooper remained on the planet. 2 days after that, the fleet commander requested an audience with those on world. My men are dying, she said, and the aliens regarded her with as much indifference as they could muster. And the closest medics can ascertain is that they need to stay within Jirama's atmosphere. The aliens dipped their heads. This is true. The commander looked haunted, her eyes straying to a monitor whose contents they could not see. My employer is unavailable for consultation. The aliens regarded her with an unblinking stare, their silence forcing her to continue. And technically, I am in breach of my contract if I cease the attack. Let us consider this, the aliens said, and ended the call. They turned to the boy. Do you want to see what happens to a human when they leave our world, having been inside its atmosphere for over 4 hours? I can't see why that would interest me, Joseph told them, not admitting that he very much wanted to see, since these conditions applied to him. They showed him anyway, leaving him in his quarters and playing the footage from a dozen rooms in the medical facilities above until he begged them to come back. Yes? They asked. Will that happen to me? In a day, you'll find out for yourself. We've been cycling tank air through your quarters for the last 3 hours. 2 days later, the aliens called the fleet back, with Joseph seated between them. The boy looked pale and wan. Call off the attack, he ordered. The Kaviti and I have come to an agreement.